morning, everyone. This is Gersher from Technical Option Traders Inc. Hope you guys are having a great day. So let's get started. So today I was able to knock off some decent profits today. Offer the same thing in our trading community. Where we do talk about our day-to-day profits and how we're doing. And I was just really trying to get everyone on the same level, right? So pre-market analysis, I was watching here, given Baidu, break of. If it holds 158, could run to 165. This is a 925 in crowd, as well as an Apple and LMT. However, I did trade Baidu here today. So why did I say the 158 here? So looking at Baidu here on the daily picture, it was coming up here. Pre-market was showing me, it was strong in the pre-market, had a nice move, right? So if looking at that, it could be due to earnings. So looking at that strong earnings here for Baidu. However, it was in a range. Okay, so Baidu is still in this range here. So resistance right about here, 173, and 182 is a supply zone. So it needs to get above that. But the main thing was it was breaking this down trend line in the pre-market hours, right? As you guys can see on a smaller time frame. So when we look at the smaller time frames here, so this is the 5, and this is once again the 3. I'm going to switch over to. So as the volume was rising, I used my strategy here. Price closes above the VWAP, got in right about here, and let it ride until price finally closed down the 5-day EMA on this time frame right here. So I just took profits really quick. I was able to capitalize on about maybe 120% move using options, and this was a nice little move here. Okay, and the reason why I took profits up here versus waiting for my rule to close is because I know how Baidu and these Baba and the Chinese stocks have been moving. They've been under a lot of pressure, and unfortunately when it comes to consolidation zones, you can't rely on the rallies. The rallies always get sold. So if we look at this right now, Baidu is curling back up. By tomorrow, we could possibly see Baidu run back up here again. But this was an important zone for Baidu. If it got above 170, it could have easily taken it to 182. So right now, unfortunately, it didn't. But however, this stock is in play. So the other one I was watching today was Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin, these calls went from $1.40 to about $3 to $4, right? So I will show the the options chain in a few minutes. They will come up as we're talking here. So why is Lockheed Martin going up? If we look at our day-to-day, right? So obviously war going on, Lockheed Martin getting really vertical, getting really stretched here. I took a quick scalp on Lockheed Martin, and it was because of what it's been doing. If we look at the daily time frame, just really quick here, this was an all-time high right over here. Okay, so we got all-time highs here, right? So 441 in this little area here, 442, right? So when Lockheed Martin got above the 5-minute, above this level, right, you can clearly see that this gave us a good barrier to entry. Price closed above the 3-minute candle here, ran, holding the 5-minute really strong, and just kept running, right? So as it kept running, I was also watching this chart here on the 30-minute time frame. This is getting really vertical for me, right? So looking at this, I'm waiting for a retest of this trend line now, and it doesn't look like the retest is going to come anytime soon. So when we're looking at this level right here, right, so this retest to me is going to be very important for Lockheed Martin. If this is able to hold these levels, sure, it's going to keep going up, but it's getting just a little bit too vertical for me, so I'd rather not keep holding on to the position, even though Lockheed Martin can continue to run. But for me, it was about a quick profit from $1.04 to $3 and I believe 20 to 30 cents. It was a quick run up. It's still actually running right now, the options, but those were my quick scalps here. Then the other one I took was SPY puts. Now SPY, I was watching on the 30-minute time frame, and I've been looking at the bigger picture here. If you guys follow my analysis on Twitter, I post it daily. Consolidation zone here. Okay, price not able to go up or down, just consolidating between two ranges. Okay, between 428 and about 430. This is a 10-point range right here. It comes down to the value area right about here, which is where we bounced from. So it came down to test this area. I tested the value area where price traded in yesterday, right about here. And the fact that we bounced from here is a really important sign for me that there is enough buyers to hold the line right about here, so which is 427. So intraday it's holding this level. However, it's not a bullish sign for me. So right now, actually looking at this time frame, I'm actually bearish on this. Okay, and bearish up until here, 432. So I do have a short position, and my short position looks like this. Okay, so I entered about here at the pullback, and my short position goes to about right about here. So my stop loss is here, and my target is, I think it's going to come down further. If it breaks down this level and it closes below it, we can run to at least 422 here. That's my target price. So we'll see how this pans out over the coming days. I'm not going to adjust it. If anything, if I do get stopped out, great. Don't really care. You know, I have my stops in place. I was able to take a SPY put, scalp that. Now I'm short some SPY ETF shares, a very, very small amount here, very tight. So the reason why I took this SPY position here, because once again, it was getting very vertical, broke this down trend line, broke the previous area of support right about here, and this candle just kept coming down and kept getting hammered. So, you know, it's trying to push up, consolidating. So I do have a short position. We'll see if it pans out in the coming days, right? But SPY puts were able to give me a profit. So this was my analysis. So looking at the bigger picture here, it was good profits that I took. So remember, whenever you are taking profits here, so as long as we can see in the 5 minutes, so this is a 3-minute time frame. This is a 5-minute EMA, VWAP, right? So let's have a look here, right? So this close was right about here, right? So we got a pull down, retest of the opening range break, great sign that there's weakness, right? So the fact that we broke this trend line was a great idea here to go short at this level right here at 433. You see how it consolidated it here, and my stop loss was right about here, 435. So consolidating, broke this, further down move, broke a trend line on a bigger time frame. So that's why it's important to look at multiple time frames, right? So we got this trend line break, we got a short-term trend line break on the 5-minute chart. We have the 5-day EMA coming down. Over here, we have the VWAP coming down as well. So there's continued weakness happening right about now, right? So that's why these puts panned out quite perfectly, and they gave a nice profit. Okay, so that's why you must always look at multiple time frames, right? So just completely analyze it. As you guys can see, look at pullbacks happening, but my R&R is right about here. It's very, very tight. It's not like in a lot of room for error, but my risk to reward is 15. I mean, this is really high, but once again, it's just a small position just to see if I'm right. You know, if I do, there's a high chance that I will get whipped out of this. I can move my stop loss to up here about 433. But even then, I have rules, don't want to trade against them. So, you know, just we'll see what happens, right? Because tomorrow we have Jerome Powell speaking as well. So you got to be careful about what you're doing, especially when you're day trading. Anything can happen at a change really, really fast. So this is how I was able to make a quick profit. And going forward tomorrow, I'll do more analysis on what's going to happen in the market. I have a video coming out after market. Stay tuned for that, which is going to talk about what my predictions are for tomorrow and the coming week, and we'll see what happens with that. Hope you guys have a great day.